start streaming button here and wait for it to say you have gone live.
If you put a link to your stream, I will put it in.
Yeah, make sure you test the audio this time.
The audio...
what was wrong with the audio last
the
time?
audio last time.
There was nothing wrong
It
with
was
the audio.
fine.
I'm gonna then throw this over to a D&D room. And I'm also going to dig up the old stream link that I posted last week. And I might even show this myself, you know?
No.
Show it to my hundreds of followers on X, don't you know? Hundreds of bots.
Imagine calling it X.
I know, right? I don't have a choice. I wouldn't dead name Twitter.
So, does that mean we're going to be watched this time by loads and loads of bots that are just attractive women in bikinis that seem to have more people they're following than they're following them?
Yes, absolutely. I have so many.
Also have Bob's in the gene.
I have so many fucking hot babe bots following my account at this point. It's untrue. Occasionally it suddenly just drops, but my followers drop by about 300, and it's just like, yeah, they got rid of all the titty streamer fucking bot accounts.
Yeah, that happened.
I don't know, they're kind of fun.
I won't do an ad here because I don't know how it will be about it, so I'll just put it in billboard.
Fucking at everyone. And
Just put it as at here, but spell it wrong,
yeah.
so it doesn't actually tag people.
Just at niggers.
Isn't that a group in Cabal?
It should be. It should be all of them.
Hang on, to join the at niggers group, do you have to post a picture of your hand with today's newspaper?
I just realised I'm streaming and I just said that. Oh well.
Yeah, you did.
So I guess
That's when you'd start screaming.
yes,
There goes your 300 followers.
that's the end of my YouTube account. Of course.
You have to join Twitch instead.
Right
but you
in the
can promote
fucking first
terrorists.
10 seconds too.
Soft A, of course. We don't.
Yeah, we're inclusive here.
We're completely inclusive and respect and even like on occasion gangster rap culture.
No.
You need to use your gayness as a shield if they come for you.
You're still demonetized because you've mentioned Usually.
Not even a joke, bro. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. You can't delete my channel. I'm gay.
I'm gay.
This is so homophobic of you, bro. Believe it. Gotta use their fucking words and nonsense against them.
Yeah, fucking too right. Right. Okay. Now we've totally and utterly destroyed all the credibility my channel never actually had. Anyway.
I was going to say there was credibility.
Right. Right. Okay. So if we have a viewer, welcome back. If you come before to Havoc at Hellmouth Hospital Part 2, the boss fight. Anyone that was watching, or anyone that was here, if you guys were here, you got attacked by all manner of zombies. You had a weekend in a hospital, as you knew, and immediately attacked by mini zombies, and a number of mummies, and some hot nurses that were all bandaged up and were actually undead. After you killed all of them, you'd been fighting for hours. So I hadn't progressed it there, and that was where we left it last week. I've wound time back just a little bit before you walk through the door. Just because I wasn't sure.
Behind it.
I wasn't sure what point we stopped the actual recording or not, but you are all fully rested. You have all spells and so on back. I did mention actually to you as last time you have some abilities as well as the warlock that you hadn't been using last time, and it's probably a good idea to activate your mage armor.
Yes.
Because that.
I mean, to be fair, Ez was comatose like the last hour or two.
I know. I know. Bless him. That warlock is a mad good character in actual fact. And there we go. Yeah, you've got armor of shadows.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
Well,
how do I activate it, Trig?
It's active.
Is it active now?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've got 17 AC. You're right.
There you go. You've got 17 AC. You've got more hit points than everybody else, and you've got spells that will explode and kill everything around you, which is pretty effective.
God, we needed that.
Yes.
We needed that so long ago.
He legit could have shortened that fight quite significantly, were things done slightly differently. But I can't blame someone for being half asleep and dead on their feet. That would not be fair. But a quick run through, as we said last week, with what he can do, and certainly in a short burst, very, very, very capable. Right, shall we kick the game off? Excuse me. Ooh, ow, fucking hell. Sorry, I've slipped my disc. I am a right freaking cripple at the present moment, and yeah.
Back pain.
Back pain, not fun. Codeine, not really fun. Yeah. It is what it is.
I remember when I was cleaning up my room and I just like stood up trying to pick something up, and then I pulled my back out for like 4 weeks. Could hardly walk 3 steps. It's crazy when you fuck your back up.
I was taking bags of cat litter out of the back of the car.
Yeah, it would do. Fucking cat litter is really heavy, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a I don't know, what's it, 7-8 litre thing, and it's got to be 15 kilos.
Quite heavy.
And you're leaning into the back of the car, you pull it out, and you lift and you twist, and it's like, oh no, oh dear.
Things happen. I remember I turned my head to the left one slowly, and I pulled my neck out. Yep. So in the shower, so it happens.
It does, and yeah, the best way to defend against it is as much regular light exercise as you can do. But once you've done it, you ain't doing any exercise because ow.
You can't walk with it.
They're quite heavy.
When you fuck your back up.
I've been getting so little sleep, etc. with it. It's untrue. Coat, how you doing, bro?
Even the steps, like you can't extend your legs too far because it like pulls on your back muscles, and you're like.
Right, so Coat, click the link where you can watch along on YouTube if you like, or just whatever.
I clicked it long enough ago to hear you admit you're gay.
Yep, there we go.
Hey, you missed why he was using the defense.
Yeah, I think it was so you don't get demonetized, right?
Slightly hard use of the hard R there accidentally whilst streaming.
Okay, I didn't catch that part.
Yeah.
The first fucking 15 seconds.
So yeah, Coat, next week or certainly soon after, Space Marine D&D game.
I believe that should be fine. Yeah.
Awesome. Also planning something else as well. If you look in the, I think up a bit in the D&D room.
I'm excited for that.
I've got a couple of games planned because the Yisra'Law game that we usually been playing looks like it's at least DOA for a bit, if not.
Has Ginger finally left?
Ginge has got some things that are on his mind and taking him serious concern at the present moment. And
no, I see.
He's feeling a bit stressed out and can't do the game for at least a bit, but that might be a couple of weeks, couple of months, don't know. And you know how these things go. Once you've stopped playing for an unspecified amount of time, suddenly the games start dying and people start having other things to do. So
Yeah, they fill the time with something else.
I hope it carries on because I'm quite enjoying the Bard game, but at the same time I can do other things with game types, and D&D will be much more sort of combat and fight oriented because I like looting stuff. I like killing people and taking their stuff in D&D games.
Definitely just D&D game.
I do like a story though. I definitely do like a story and like
No reason why
a
you
thing
can't do
pushing us
both.
forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of which, you have just slaughtered a whole bunch of zombies and of mummies. You've taken their shit. You're all back up to health. The place is creepy, and all the doors behind you have slammed shut. The moaning and creaking sounds have subsided a bit in the place, but you are hearing from the door in front of you a faint child or two crying sounds. And is that a nursery rhyme you hear?
Hope not.
Oh, if there's I don't hear anything at the
a
moment.
music box, maybe faintly playing in the background, a snippet of sound. I'm not sure. We shall see. Would you like to push on?
As I have come to understand, this week is off. I will talk to you guys later.
All right, dude. Take it easy.
See ya. Workout.
I think we should probably go and continue as we are in search of an exit, and I believe the room behind us is still filling with water.
Indeed, this hotel is quite inhospitable.
Harry is distraught. He's not having a good time here.
That was a very good sound effect there, Di. I might actually might record you making various sounds.
I'll happily do so.
I was like, what sound clip was that? Oh, it was Di. Damn.
What zombie just walked into the room? What was that?
I liked that sound. That was good.
We need the die soundboard.
No.
Oh, not another one.
Not that one. Nobody needs
No,
that.
no. They only pick the worst ones every time, man.
Yep.
I didn't guess that there already was one.
In Cabal they have
Of
plenty.
course they
Oh,
do.
of course they do. It's Cabal.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Degenerate one and all.
Indeed.
I will unpause the game. Rather than sit here going, are you guys going to do anything or what? And then realise that it's me. Me
Yeah,
stopping
I tried
everything.
moving. Yeah, Harry is trying not to pacing, just like, God, why can't I leave?
Shall
Why
we
are they
try
doing
the
this?
door on the left?
Let's get through this thing. We may as well.
I hear it.
I cannot
hear
help
it.
but
There's no
notice there
return.
are
What is
very,
that
very
sound?
big footprints.
Yeah.
And the sound was in this room all along, not in the other.
Good
Oh,
God,
yeah,
there are
okay.
babies in here.
What are those horses doing?
Do you notice as you get in there, the door slams loudly shut, and you hear a click as it locks
No.
behind you. You do notice, yes, there are very large footprints on the floor in front of you. And you have walked into what appears to be some sort of nursery, maternity ward, something. There are frames of small cots lining each side of the walls.
Gods, those are 6 feet long.
Well,
How small are these babies?
they're smallish.
I hate
I
to
think
crash
that-
the
I-
party.
Bro.
I think what you do is you lay the babies across the short length, and then you can put more of them to a cot.
Yeah.
Seems...
Are we in hell? Is this hell?
Yes, we are. However, I would like to leave, and I imagine the door will be behind whatever is in that weird shadow over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave
Cool.
to the next
Roll
horror.
me a perception test. Barbara and Percival, certainly.
Okay.
A perspective
Okay.
check.
Yes, a perspective check. Perception, rather.
Let's have a perspective check.
Right. And who hasn't done one? Barbara, die. Right. Okay.
I did one.
Making sure I had the right thing open.
All of you bar one. Sorry. Yeah. Die. Harry sees something at the end of the room and is taken aback somewhat, stunned even. In fact, for the next minute, you are frightened and cannot take a step further towards what you see at the end of the room. Everybody else also sees it. It hasn't noticed you yet, but you have noticed the horrifying presence of a giant. And I mean, this is a large creature. This is 4 times bigger than even our barbarian. Giant, large, pendulously breasted, fat, matronly looking woman
Myself.
that is of extremely sort of undead characteristics. And
I'm fucking hiding, bro.
all over her body there seemed to be a festering, crawling mass of fetuses, of babies, umbilical cords still sort of wrapped in a tangle around her as she...
I've rolled a 26 and I'm hiding behind here, stealthing.
Okay.
Repost it.
You can
I'm
really,
feared, bro.
you can really only move along that back line, backwards and forwards, and you really.
Yeah, I'm fucking freaking out, dude.
As you rightly should. Yeah, this is scary as shit. He's
literally in the corner. He's in the corner, hands on his head, being like, "Why are they doing this to me? What's going on? Why am I?"
Quick question.
My friend, we are faced with an abomination. It must be purged.
For my perception check.
Wait, don't. Wait, Kiki, wait a second. Yeah, go on for your perception check.
Are the babies human or not human?
I was just getting to that. The babies that you see crawling over the matron, and the few that you notice suddenly that are crawling around on the floor in front of you, they do appear to be humanoid, but they also appear to be probably very, shall we say, undead-ish.
Okay. I was going to ask if they were pointy ears.
They do not have pointy ears. They do have a faint red glow behind their eyes.
Cool.
In fact, do we have an image for the babies? Let's see if I do. Oh, you can if you zoom in, you can actually see them there. If you zoom in on the features, but they are roaming around in a sort of zone. Say 20 feet or so in front of you, maybe a little more. None of them seem to have noticed you, which is surprising seeing as how the door slammed. But they're just sort of milling around, generally in the presence of the very large
Harry's teeth are clattering.
Creature.
He's
at the bottom
freaking out.
Yep.
I would like to Eldritch Blast the closest one.
The closest child.
Yes.
I'm also going to roll initiative.
Then let us do
Here we
that.
go.
How much time has passed since I've been feared? Is this like immediately?
Here we go, I've pulled the image.
I'm going to give you another 2 turns from the beginning of the fight,
Okay.
as
Okay.
I feared, I'm afraid.
Alright, that's fine.
Hold on a second. Right, so we've done that, and
I'm a rogue. I can roleplay not fucking helping.
I mean, it's not like we can tell you there when you are, anyway.
Exactly. I've disappeared. I rolled a 26. Oh, sorry. Are we rolling initiative?
yes, everybody roll initiative, please. If you're gonna shoot
How do you
them,
do initiative again?
So
Right-click your
on your
character,
token.
click the cross. Go on, sorry.
Oh, so yeah, click the token, then click the little swords at the bottom right corner, and then you can click initiative. You have to consent to being in combat before you're in combat. Probably.
I mean, you don't have to consent. The GM can force you.
Damn right I can.
How do you bring... Okay, if you right-click on the swords on the top right corner,
Yep.
it gets a pop-out screen, which is enormously long.
Yes.
And if you just
Yes,
left
it is.
on it, it replaces the chat.
Yes. Probably better
Me
to
learning
pop
how
it
the
out.
software works.
Yep. Probably better to pop it out so you can see
Yeah.
the chat. But
Do I get the first round because
you do get the first round as you are doing your Eldritch Blast. Remember to use your full Eldritch Blast this time.
yes, I get a charisma bonus to it, don't I?
You
Yes,
do.
I've
Yes.
configured the spell to do that automatically. Give it a shot.
All right.
Which one were you shooting?
The closest one, so the one in the middle on the floor.
That's a crit.
It is a crit. Okay.
Okay, that's damage.
Nice. What a crit.
For some reason, it's applying.
You've used all your luck now.
It wants to apply that to all of them. We're not going to apply that to all of them.
I'm okay with that.
That isn't how it works, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Hold on a second. Why have I got them all selected at the moment? And how do I undo that?
Just draw a box not around all of them.
Yeah, probably just draw a box around the one.
Right,
that's
okay.
attacking.
You apply your 21 damage
Excuse me.
to the little cherub, and he's dead.
Woo!
Instantly killed. In fact, a smear, and he kind of seems to sort of fall over, swell up, and go pop, kind of sickeningly, and turn into a shower of goo and gore. And
Thankfully, Harry was groveling in the corner to see that.
And of course, the moment you
Wobbling.
do that, the rest of them immediately notice you, and have now rolled their initiative, and the combat is begun.
Bye.
The first baby of darkness takes its turn. The second takes its turn. The third. And now it is Percival's turn. Let me just get that right. There we go. Percival, it is your turn. You have noticed that these little babies don't seem to be able to crawl very fast. They are certainly fairly grotesque, but
I'm hearing a skill issue.
yeah, they're not very
Well.
quick. They just waddle around and crawl on 4 4s, etc.
I guess I'm going to have to deliver some divine postnatal abortion.
Canadian healthcare.
I was going to say the Democratic Party and the Labour Party would be very proud of you.
I shall bring my sword down and see whether I can deal with this this child. Does an 11 hit?
An 11 hits. They are not well armoured.
Let's play stab the baby.
Stabby,
Have
stabby.
8 damage.
Context.
8 definitely makes contact with it, and it is reduced to 2 health. It is not dead, however.
Spoilers.
Shouldn't be giving
That
you
is-
that detail, but yes,
I was gonna say.
it's okay.
I mean, we kind of
Well-
it was at least 10 because that's what the other one took and died.
Yeah, that is all I can do, I'm afraid. I should have my turn.
You should. The matron moans.
Oh, is she coming?
A low, slow moan. Points at you. And takes... 6, 15... a step forward. She staggers her 10 foot forward and seems, quite frankly, exhausted at the fact that she's had to move so far. It doesn't look like she spends a huge amount of time in the gym.
Moved one step. Oh god. To be fair, look at all those babies. I can see why she's struggling.
And then she grabs hold of one of the children that are running around upon her opulent physique, one in each hand, and throws them.
Do you think she makes her own clothes?
Maybe. Behold the fetus fling.
Was she even wearing clothes?
That's not fetus fling.
That isn't fetus fling.
It's Womb of the Damned.
That is Womb of the Damned. I've done the wrong... No, because this summons the baby. This is the fetus fling.
Ah, nice.
It is part of the same spell, apparently.
Yeah. Throwing a
What a
baby
fun
reduces AC by 1.
Do you also have bathwater to throw with this?
Oh damn, that's a big baby.
Yeah, I need to, for some reason, okay, they should all be the same size. They're not. You're gonna have to deal with it. They fill at once. Just yeah. And she throws the second to there. And these little cherubs essentially join the fray at this point. That is the matron's turn over. Okay, and the matron receives... Has that happened automatically? It has.
It did it as a private roll as well. We can't see what happened. That's worked well.
Oh, that's
Rolls
scary.
nice.
That's scary.
Right. As she finishes her turn, actually that should no, this should happen at the end of at the beginning of her turn instead of the end. I'm not going to count that until her next turn. She's basically in a state of now sort of groaning and moaning. What has just happened doesn't happen until the beginning of her turn. I will leave that as description for later. Barbara's turn.
Excellent. Right. How do I unclick that?
What are you trying to unclick?
There we go.
Ah, awesome.
I shall pry Leroy and yeet the baby.
Okay. Which baby are you using?
The one I have targeted.
Okay. In that case, roll damage, because 19 definitely hits it.
I'd hope so. Flop. Why can I hear T-Rex noises?
What's the baby you're hearing?
It's the
Unless
matron.
it's the monster.
It's the
yeah,
matron
okay.
you're hearing.
No.
That baby is dead.
Yay!
Cleaved in two in the prime of its life.
You know, there's a hidden achievement in this boss fight. If you do it with that while avoiding all the mechanics, you get the special title, Fetus Flattener.
a dam.
Which you can
What a
use in
title.
multiplayer lobbies.
Well, don't tell Harry that.
Decapitation.
Right, is that all you're doing that round?
I think that is all I can do. So
you-
I should hit the end turn
You
button.
you could have raged and so on and taken. Oh yeah.
I don't think I need to rage yet.
Okay.
So, with fear, what are the limitations?
Fear is
can I do?
essentially you can't move towards the target. You can attack it, or you can attack things.
Yeah,
you can't move towards
you
it.
can attack with
And
Okay.
you attack with
Disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like poke my head out here. Not moving forward, obviously, but just like poking out from my hidey hole because I rolled a 26 myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just see this thing and be like, this fucking
Now,
creature. Oh my god.
you can't see that because
But
you see these lines here, just below.
No, I know.
Harry.
That's why I said I poked my head out. Can
Okay.
I not
yeah,
just go sideways?
yeah, I suppose you could see that. Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, that's why I clarified. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not.
Okay. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I did hide behind here, so I was
You
like
did.
gonna poke my
Those
head
are-
out, do a shot, and then hide back.
Those are your classic sort of screen curtains. Those
Yeah. I'm gonna move.
squiggly ones.
Yeah, I'll move forward slightly. If hold on, just like poke my head out, take aim, and
With disadvantage. Are you aiming?
with disadvantage.
Are you aiming at the matron?
The monster, yeah. The matron, yeah. Disadvantage. Okay. Nice. 16, does 16 hit?
Nope.
Ah, shit. Alright, well, I'm gonna tremble in fear. And go back to stealthing. But that is my turn.
Okay. Another baby creeps forwards. Warren.
Fucking 16 doesn't hit, that's crazy.
Hey, Trig.
Yes.
I think something else is broken because I think I'm supposed to have temporary hit points right now.
Why are you supposed to have
This
temporary hit
doesn't
points
seem
right
to have because I killed something.
Oh, yeah, you need to do that yourself.
Ah,
I can't
how do do
automate that. So open up your character sheets, and
Yep.
you'll see if there's a little thing that says TMP. Just type in the number.
Yep. Has that worked?
Type- Yeah, you've got a little blue bar next to your health.
Neat. Okay. Which one was it? I am going to cast this spell. Did that work?
Yes.
Which, if I understand right, means that on my bonus action I can do a dash action.
It does.
And because I am using a halfling, I think that's a 50-foot dash.
Yes. How long does the spell end? It's a 10-minute action.
10 minutes.
Yep. Okay.
10
So
minutes
yes,
concentration.
10 minutes of concentration. You can run around very quickly.
So I'm going to come here
Okay.
and let's see. I will. No, I've done this wrong way. I need to attack to do this, don't I?
No, booming blade is an attack.
Yeah, but I have to roll my attack, and it only activates if I hit, right?
Yeah. Who are you going to attack?
The big little baby,
The big little baby. Okay.
directly below me.
Yep. Do your attack roll. It's a
Does
hit.
18 hit?
Give me some damage.
And it is now enshrouded by booming blade, which means if it moves, it takes 1d8 damage, I believe.
Does indeed. Yeah.
Okay, well that will be my turn.
Okay.
Awesome. come the babies.
Oops. Here comes the horror.
Yay.
How kind of
Kiki.
cute.
Yes, there is a baby in front of you.
I know, I just stabbed it.
You did. It leaps from the ground at you, arms outstretched, teeth bared, making a kind of sound, and attempts to cling on to you. Could you roll me a Dex saving throw, please? You need.
Well,
Oh no, sorry, my bad. It needs to do a Dex saving throw. Which I
What?
did. Yeah, the creature needs to. No, the target creature, it's you. Yeah, you need to do a Dex saving throw, or else it will cling on to you, and you will have a little baby clinging on to you.
does that give me armor of babies?
It does not give you armor of babies.
Okay, let's make my dex save. That's a 20, please.
That is a 20. It fails to cling on to you and slides back to the floor. Congratulations. Ez, the baby that you just booming bladed, attempts to do the same thing.
Is it moving?
Explode.
Hold on a second. Right. If it succeeds, it will take the damage. If it doesn't succeed to cling on to you, it won't have moved. But let's see if it succeeds first. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
That's just rubbish.
You fail.
Oh wait, no, wait, no, I got lucky. That's a natural 1.
It is a natural 1. Roll again. You fail. The baby clings on to
Damn it.
you. I need to roll a.
A D8.
The baby clings onto you, and immediately, in the process of that, takes a massive booming shock, and it just drops to the floor dead.
Neat. Do I get more temporary hit points for that?
It will refresh your temporary hit points. It won't add to them.
They are never additive. They
Ah.
are.
Fair enough.
It is the rules. I do not make them. A new baby is having its turn. Is that within? No, not yet.
It's fucking music with a baby crying. I'm fucking losing my mind. It's about right for his character, to be fair. He's just having a bad time in the corner.
Oh, what's happened there? Oh, I'm doing light sources. It is Percival's turn.
Right. I am going to cast a spell. Let's do. Oh goodness, I can do 2 things here actually. I don't think this is. No, this isn't. Okay, so first I'm going to channel divinity into a sacred weapon.
You have more
My-
secret weapon.
Yeah, my sword shall glow with a holy light, and it is now magical.
Nice.
And let's see, I add my charisma modifier to attack rolls made with the weapon.
Nice.
So I will just briefly edit my sword to have an extra +2 to hit.
Would you like to attach a dim light source to your person as well?
I can't do that. Only you can.
Only I can. I am the master of light, the light bringer.
Yeah,
Very-
light
Don't
under.
know.
Very well.
Where's your holy steed?
Okay, so I can't modify this a hit on that weapon, but we can just add it manually. It's a plus it's a +2 to hit. That's my action. I am also going to cast a spell for my bonus action. So I'm going to cast. Where are we? Spells. Here we go. I am going to cast Divine Favor. And empower my blade with an additional D4 radiant damage on a hit for the next 10 turns.
Right.
And that's all I can do.
Okay. End your turn.
Indeed. I've buffed up.
You have indeed, and in response to your buffing up, as you look towards the gargantuan, grotesque monster, the matron in front of you, from her womb slithers 2 more babies as they fall to the floor rather, and immediately cling onto each onto a leg and crawl back onto her body, replacing the 2 that were thrown before. A pool of sickly looking green and slightly steaming fluid is left on the ground below her. You feel that you wouldn't like
Harry
to
gags.
step in that.
Yeah, Harry's gagging, bro. Like this is the worst day ever.
I think I know what time it is.
This is the fucking worst day ever. He might just kill himself at this point.
She she throws a baby, and the baby lands. Hold on a second, I can't see my notes. I need to see my notes for a moment. I can't remember whether it was what the distance was when I made the damn character, but it was 2 weeks ago now.
Losing your memory.
I know, right? There we go. Yeah, 20 feet. Right. Okay. One baby lands on Barbara,
I didn't mean to do that.
and
That was what
a second baby lands on Warwick. Both of you roll me a dexterity saving throw, if you would.
Dex save, you say?
You succeed, and the baby slides to the floor next to Warwick. Sorry, wrong one. We'll just have him go past you. Barbara, on the other hand, you fail, and the baby successfully clings onto you.
Barbara's maternal instinct kicks in. She grabs hold of it.
Indeed. In fact, let me just move you out of the way briefly so I can activate the second feature of the babies.
Do they explode?
They do indeed explode. The baby swells up in your arms looks at you straight in the eyes, and a kind of sickly, almost giggle, explodes in a big aura of gore. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, I did well the first time.
You fail. Hold on.
We also have to roll dex, don't we?
You are going to take 3 necrotic damage from that. That's not too bad. Can you add that or subtract that, please?
Yep. I will add the damage, don't worry.
Let's just delete the baby as well. And also, the baby behind that slipped from the grasp of Warwick, as it is an adjacent square, also swells up and explodes.
What a time to have been alive.
I would like Barbara, Warwick, and Percival all to take a dexterity saving throw, please.
Could it be 12?
12 is a success.
Oh no, it's a 3. I misread it.
I was rolling the wrong one previously, but it still wouldn't change it.
Okay, anyone that failed, take 2 damage. Anyone that passed, take 1 damage.
What is a pass?
12.
12. So
Yeah.
12 is a pass?
12 is a pass.
Yay!
Hey, when I did myself damage, it's prompted me to make a concentration check.
It does.
Yay!
Would you make that for me?
I've failed immediately.
Yikes, dude. Guys, you can't leave me alone here. Don't die.
Well,
You won't
rip
be alone,
my
though. You'll have all of them for
I can't
company.
escape. I can't escape, bro.
Just stealth your way past them. It'll be fine.
Yeah, just hide
rip my
in a
divine
corner.
favor.
That was your divine
That
favour.
lasted a while.
Well,
Yeah.
at least we don't have to remember some weird sort of, oh, do we add 1 to your damage now?
I had just managed to work. I had just managed to work out how to add it to my sword.
Okay, Barbara.
Do I need to make a Constitution saving throw because I took temporary hit points damage?
No.
Cool.
Leroy!
Okay. Right, you charge up to the matron.
Yeah. Oh.
Would you actually I forgot to do this, and you actually all should do this. Could you all do me a Constitution saving throw?
No.
God, we can't roll today.
DC
Okay.
10.
Warwick
19.
is the only one that passed that. Actually, Di, you don't need to because you're actually outside of the aura.
Okay, alright.
You're all in the aura of rot. And so you're all taking a level of exhaustion. As well.
Oh, damn. That's actually pretty nasty.
Yep.
It'll be fine. Hopefully.
Looks like this uses the character sheet uses the 2024 version of exhaustion.
How do you figure that?
Well, we've got 6 levels of exhaustion, and each one's applying a -2 penalty.
Ah, right, okay.
I'm guessing an 8 or a 9 does not hit.
Hey, no, I'm afraid it doesn't.
Yay!
Alright, I am still feared. So I'm gonna do what I did before. And pop my head out. This time I will take aim at one of the babies here. Trying to help you out. Disadvantage. You saw nothing. You saw nothing.
Yeah. So, Dyke, that was your second turn. You are now no longer feared. You've seen your friends go in there. You find yourself less afraid than you were, and you can now move forward.
The embarrassment of missing my shot so much, like, brought me back.
Yep.
Brought me out of it. I'm like, oh, fuck. I can't believe I missed my shot. No. No longer feared. too busy fucking self-loathing here.
Okay. This baby lunges forwards and throws himself onto Warwick. Warwick, take a DC 12 dexterity saving throw for me.
The light of God has appeared?
Yeah, my weapon's
You
glowing.
succeed. It falls to the floor at your feet. It is your turn.
Okay,
Oh, I like
let's see what I can do. Is there some? I'm just trying to work out. Is this a thing or just background?
It's background. It's just a big teddy bear.
Right. Okay.
It's a big teddy bear that's killed the other two teddy bears and the doll in front of it. Because, you know, ghoulish, disgusting, undead children play nasty games.
Right, let
Change
me just
yourself somehow.
reread this ability, make sure I understand it correctly. Alright, just a quick question. I'm not casting this, I'm placing it so you can see it. Will this affect friendly people?
All creatures
Creatures.
within a 5 foot of you must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. All creatures does indeed include your other friends that are next to you.
Okay, in
I
which
do
case...
not mind this. Go ahead.
Alright, let's cast this then. So, everyone must take a DC 14 dex save. 2 babies and Percival.
Behold, my -1. Thought I rolled
Oh my
another
God.
crit fail.
I'm going to kill my ally.
This does not bode
Yay.
well for us.
This is my third crit fail of the night.
That one.
Baby 1 passes. Baby 2.
If both babies pass and I don't.
Baby number 2
Fails.
does not. How much is 1d6?
1d6. So if I roll it once and you do half damage for the pass.
Yep.
The pass takes no damage. Cantrip.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was half damage. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yep, unsaved, no damage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So 6
take
damage.
that 6.
Sorry, Kiki.
It's okay.
Watch you now need, like, get killed needing that 6 fucking health.
You
Ow.
did each bring a potion of full healing in here with you, didn't you?
Yep.
Yes. It's in
We
my...
have not all
think
taken the
so.
big step.
You
Although I am aware that said potion smells bad and is a colour green, which is similar to another fluid in this fight.
Yes. Yes, you're absolutely
don't say
right.
that.
You're absolutely right. These potions are in fact the ambiotic fluid from the womb sac of the matron. I'm just kidding.
Is this why he didn't
That
want
would
to?
be
Is this why he didn't want to
horrific.
drink it? That's fucking. Oh my god. But if that was the truth, he would just kill himself.
Maybe
he
you
can't
should.
live after that.
I might just
Maybe,
What are they
maybe
serving?
you make Harry roll a wisdom on that.
Yeah,
know,
fucking
what are
psychic
they,
damage.
you know what? I'm gonna make Harry roll a wisdom on that. Yeah, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, he is still feared, to be fair.
Yeah.
He is not in a good place. Alright,
So
wisdom
if you
save.
stay in this
Oh,
hospital,
shit.
what do they serve as like hospital food after birth?
How
I
did you
rolled a
get a
zero.
zero?
I have a -1 on my wisdom saving.
Yeah, you are absolutely convinced that these healing potions are in fact the slime that is currently dripping from beneath.
He's probably not. If he's
the
a near
matron.
death, he probably is not going to drink that potion.
You, in fact, Harry is somehow convinced now that if he were near death and could get underneath and in between the legs of the matron and suckle down on some of that sweet juice, it would bring him completely back to life. But the thought of it repulses him beyond counting.
Yeah, he is not in a good place right now. He is really not in a good place. Thankfully, he's stealth, so nobody sees his mind breaking over here. Oh god. Poor guy.
I'd like to end my turn by doing a disengage move to move one to my right.
Sure.
With my
Disengage is
expeditious
not-
retreat. It's expeditious retreat, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's
Yeah,
got
you can
extra-
bonus action it with it.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
It
So that
is-
shouldn't get an attack of opportunity.
Yep. No, you are not. You could probably move further away, in fact, if you wished.
I could, but I'm thinking if I move too far away, I'm removing myself from my tanking ability. And AC 17 and regenerating health, I should probably tank some of the damage.
Yes, that's true. Right. It is time for our barbarian to probably make a series of
Colossal misses.
dexterity saving throws, because
Oh, it's the baby armor being transferred to me.
you have now had 2 babies leap upon you.
Oh,
Take
good.
Take 2 dexterity saving throws for me, please. You pass both of
Yes.
them, and they both land at your feet.
Oh. That's nice.
Having essentially sort of grasped at you and slipped to your sides. You are, however, somewhat surrounded by babies now. Now, some people would go, "Oh, this isn't the case in this particular time."
Ah!
Right. Kiki, take a dexterity saving throw for me.
Certainly. Let's. I'm good at those. I am a paladin. How's a 4?
A 4, you catch a beautiful bouncing baby in your arms.
Well, isn't that just adorable?
Absolutely. And as we all know, when a beautiful baby leaps into your arms, they usually explode. And this one is no different. I just read this.
Oh, we messed up.
I did it wrong last time. It actually should have been 4d4 for if you're holding a baby, not 2d4. We'll rectify that this time. You're going to be taking 4d4 necrotic damage, I'm afraid.
Okay.
The baby explodes in your arms and does 10 damage to you.
That's a 10-foot radius, right?
It does also, no, the 10-foot radius is everybody within that takes another 4d4, and the baby next to you also, this one here, also explodes, doing a similar explosion reaction. So, both Warwick and yourself again.
So,
In fact,
that's a
Warwick,
10-foot.
yeah, Warwick is going to take 5 damage from the first one.
Does that get halved because I passed my dex save?
Yes. So
was
take
that
2, yep. And you both take a further 3 from the second one that has gone off. Take your saving throw, Warwick and Kiki.
I think I failed that
I'll
one.
make that one.
Yeah, you made it. So both of you take 1 extra damage from that.
One, I
You
rolled
might
10.
need to. One of you might need to
Yes, you
take
take-
the baby juices.
You take half.
Oh, that was a pass. Okay, sorry, my bad.
Might need to take
Oh
the
no,
baby juice
sorry,
to
I'm
heal
right. You're
yourself.
right. Yeah, no, it wasn't a pass. You take 3 damage. My bad. Sorry, I was reading the other one.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
was reading the Aura of Rot one. I've got a lot of things up in front of me at the moment. Right, that was a gigantic, basically spray of intestines, baby bits, and gore.
Is this what they call a baby shower?
This is indeed what they call a baby shower.
Christ.
Very popular in America for some reason. Not quite sure how or why. I think it's a
course
It's
it'll be
little...
normally
popular in America.
explosives from what I've seen.
Uh-huh. Right, speaking of baby showers, Percival, sorry, Barbara rather, is taking another 2 babies attacks. Roll me 2 DC-12s, please.
I can do 1.
1 is a hit, 1 is a miss. A baby clings onto you whilst 3 surround you. Oh, this is going to be fucking bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, everyone's gonna die!
You
I
take...
forget you got your rage damage reduction.
He hasn't raged yet.
Not against necrotic.
No, he did rage, didn't he?
Yeah, I've raged.
When he
Oh,
went
okay.
up to her, he
Right,
raged.
okay.
The first one didn't hurt me.
But rage
I
doesn't
haven't-
resist necrotic damage.
Yeah,
Right.
it's piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing.
No, it
right-
doesn't. It doesn't reduce the damage.
No.
Ah, shit.
Is that 9 damage?
That is. Hold on a second. That is 9 damage from the baby in your arms,
Cool.
and that is a 4, a 7, and a 7, which you're going to need to pass dexterity saving throws for each of those to take half
Okay.
damage on.
Is that 2 rolls of d4 that you've got a 4 and a 3 on?
Oh, okay.
So it's DC 12, right?
Yeah.
So I take 14, 18, 27 damage. That's very convenient.
Bruh.
Oh damn.
1!
You need- You're gonna need to drink the baby fluid. Sorry to say, man.
I've got a potion. It's
I personally
fine.
would just die, so understandable if you pick that as well.
It's
Now, if I
okay,
die, I
stem
have to
cells.
respawn. Well, the good news is, I don't have to do anything until my turn. Now.
Oh wait, it actually is actually quite an interesting one because I've just realised what else has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was down by necrotic damage
It's better and
because of
worse.
the Alahawak babies.
It's better and worse than that.
Better and
Yes.
The matron
Yawn.
take damage.
The matron's taken damage.
yay.
It's not going to take all of the damage it could have done. It's only taking some, but nonetheless, the matron has just taken quite the kicking, as all of the babies in her arms and those that are currently... Oh, I missed one.
Have they cooked off?
They've all cooked off. Yes.
Chain reactions.
Yeah.
Now, if that's in a 10-foot radius, does it eviscerate the corpse of Barbara?
But Barbara is taking it in the face, I'm afraid, yes.
What a time to have
But
been
like,
alive.
you know, the matron, man. Like, fuck her, man. You know, it is what it is.
I'd rather not. Like,
I mean, she's getting it from
I've
someone.
heard the expression of sausage
She's
in a hallway.
getting it
but,
from someone.
I think
Look
this
at
is
all
a bit
these
more than that.
babies, bro.
30, 40, 50.
Eldritch creature
56,
loves Barbara, bro. Not Barbara, but the fucking matron.
56, 58.
Ow.
Hold on a second. She is resistant to necrotic, so half of what's half 58 is 25, 26, 27 ish.
29.
It is 29. We're just going to call it a straight 30 because fuck it. Oops.
Hey, wait, I've found out that you can just type into your hit points a negative value, and it will reduce it from your current.
Oh, really? Oh, that's nice.
But what if your hit points are a negative value?
Then
But you then.
maybe it'll invert it. It'll multiply by negative values.
Oh, that's irritating. Let me just do that. Yes, it's worked. Okay, right. Okay. In a huge spray of gore and viscera and generally grotesqueness, there's just gore everywhere. Barbara is down.
Is he complaining about climate change?
No.
Different goal, gotcha.
Right.
I
The
can't help
matron-
but notice.
Is covered in goo and looking somewhat miffed, perturbed, and generally disgusted at what's just happened to her. And it is currently an open field. It is just you guys, a somewhat downed Barbara, and the matron. And she's
I was gonna say, yeah, I can't help but notice there's a distinct lack of babies.
a distinct lack of babies at this point. Yes.
Fucking blew up.
Now, does Barbara count as a opposing counts as threatening for the purposes of advantage?
No, I'm not going to give you advantage because the very bloodied, gore coated Barbara is lying there on the ground. Sadly.
Well, I am going to use my. Can I bonus action chug a potion?
Yes.
I'm going to drink my green steaming potion.
The baby fluid?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. How do
Have
I?
your
Oh, do I need to? I made this work. Why is it not working? I don't know. I did make it.
Plus 20.
Whatever. Right. It heals me. 10d4 plus 20. 46. I'm at full health. I'm going to delete this potion that doesn't work because I forgot to drag the new one that I'd made into my inventory.
There
Right.
you go. Smashing.
25. I am at full. I am going to rush to I'm going to rush to the side of the matron here, having consumed a fresh vial of amniotic fluids, and I'm going to give her a poking.
Oh god. Not
Poke
another
away.
baby.
Does a
Oh.
critical miss?
What is with the
Was that the
rolls
fourth
today, Kiki?
time?
That's crazy.
You run forward, slash at the
You
gigantic
trip on her fucking
fat
like,
blob,
fluid.
and yeah, unfortunately your foot seems to slide on some of the several gallons of viscera and gore on the floor, and your sword slashes wide somehow, and misses the matron.
Oh, she's so wide as well.
I know, right?
It's amazing that you missed that.
How am I getting so many ones? This is broken.
Yep.
I really don't know.
Well, fine. I'm not going
Sabotage.
to do a big smite then.
You are not.
By the way,
that's a
Trope,
big dice.
you need to stop automatically doing the baby recovery macro, because it does it when it starts our turn as well, so you're doing it twice per round.
I'm not doing it, it's happening automatically. That's the automatic one, but I'm not pressing it.
Okay. Again, worked in testing.
It did work in testing. That bit there, that has worked. I've been ignoring and manually knocking down the ones when because it basically does at the end of her turn as well, and that's not what should be happening.
Yeah.
But that one worked. So her armor was dropped down. It's gone back up again. Now she's just spawned 3 more babies from her wound. The puddle underneath her is getting larger, and frankly, you have to witness the sight of 3 babies dangling by umbilical cords, like some sort of SAS hanging from a helicopter, scrabbling up from the knee and crawling all over her body, one taking up position on either breast and the other one hanging around her neck like some sort of disgusting pendant.
It's like more of a scarf.
Thanks, I hate it.
With a sickening sort of squelchy pop sound, the afterbirth releases and just mingles with the goo on the floor.
Harry's having a bad time in the corner, bro. I think he's throwing up.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm unconscious for this, or at least
You're getting us all on. Got all over.
yes.
You.
That's why I'm hoping I'm unconscious.
Right, what did we do with the attack? Where was the attack? I can't seem to find the attack, Kiki, for the matron.
Which attack?
The cone of burning hands that we modified.
It's in spells.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Hold on. Where the fuck's
Sorry,
spells?
just tabbed across to the Game Master instance and had a look.
There we go. Kiki, or rather Percival, looks after swinging at this giant behemoth of a thing as it turns to face him, and it reaches back as this babies crawl across its body, and its stomach rocks, and its head rocks back and then forwards, and it opens its giant undead maw, and vile black necrotic energy spews from its mouth. And yes, you are essentially immediately covered in a cone of gore and, well, vomit. I can't control that cone. Fuck this cone.
It says mouse wheel to rotate it.
It's what?
Mouse wheel to rotate it as you're placing.
As I'm placing. Too late now. It's I will have to remove that. I can't remove it. How do I remove it? Anyway, yes, you passed the dexterity saving throw. So I need to roll a damage for that. Take half of 8, which I believe is 4.
Indeed.
Don't sound certain.
Yep,
You're not
you're
not selecting targets, by the way, so I'm having to do it manually.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm still learning the spells on this thing. But yes, your once shiny white and red armor is now covered in sort of black and green chunky bits, and smells pretty freaking gross, to be honest.
Can I identify any? In fact, hang on. Let's do a perception check.
By all means.
Perception. Here we go. Sweet corn.
No, actually, surprisingly not. This is one of the first times you've experienced vomit that doesn't seem to have sweet corn. It does seem to have toes and eyes and teeth in it, though. Maybe that's the undead version. I don't know. Little baby toes. It seems that the matron might even
sweet corn of the crypt.
Yeah, might be eating these babies for sustenance.
Like crab of the sea.
Like a crab of the sea.
Chicken of the sea, or sweet corn of the crypt.
Barbara, if you could take a... We should stop doing this. Could Barbara take a death saving throw, please?
Yes.
Hurrah! You are not the big dead yet.
Yay. Anyway.
Harry! I wish I could stop it doing this recovery of the womb thing.
Alright, well, he should not be feared, right? Anymore?
He's not feared anymore. He is very, very capable of being his own man.
Well, he can't run away, so his options are very limited here.
Yes, but he is seeing his friends dying up there to the gigantic blob.
Friends?
So...
I mean, like, it's a different party every time. He's not really too touched. But,
Damn.
But,
okay, he's also aware that if the meat shields in front of him all
yes.
die, he's next.
Yeah, exactly. So he's going to reluctantly and carefully, because he's still himself, start making his way down here, and then stealth in the blood, you know, as he does, he's known to do.
I'm just going to ask Harry to make me a quick a perception check. Will do.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me skip the sheet.
What if you get scared again?
No, it's not on that front. It's not that. Okay.
15.
You do remember, as you get nearer, a flash of memory hits you that throwing a healing potion onto a downed person does seem to revive them at the present moment. Can I also ask you to take a Constitution saving throw?
God fuck. Constitution. Okay.
You pass. No problem at all.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been through it, man. He's hardened his heart, you know.
Yep.
And he's not gonna fucking drink this potion on him, even in death. So he's gonna he's gonna chuck this thing right on this guy over here. What do I roll? For a throw to throw the potion.
Do me a straight. Let me have a look at your thing. Just do me a thrown knife, if you will, at Barbara.
A scalpel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just do the attack roll. Yep. Okay, Barbara. 1 minute you're looking into the light, swimming through the darkness, thinking, that light looks enticing over there. I think I will float towards it. When all of a sudden you feel a wet, sticky feeling all over your face, and you feel significantly revived. In fact, you feel completely 100% healthy again. If you want, you can roll the healing, but we all know it's going to be full healing.
I think the minimum is my maximum hit points.
Exactly. So Barbara is back on her feet.
Did we just waste one of those? Could Barbara just have accidentally swallowed some afterbirth?
They would mix together. We'd have to scoop it up, and I hope it would still work.
I will remind you that law came about on a roll of 1 with a -1 modifier. If you want to drink the afterbirth and ambiotic fluid, you're welcome to try. but I don't think it's going to do what you think it's going to do.
Okay. Yeah, instant death, bro. New baby, turn into baby. Crawl on new mother's body.
Falling in my ball.
So is that my turn?
You've
I
certainly
can't
had
attack.
you can't attack. You can do a bonus action.
My bonus action is I'm gonna fucking hide.
Okay. Roll me a
Stealth.
yes, please.
I fucking disappear, bro. I become the blood.
Yeah.
I'm glad Barbara's going to be back up because, you know, I really need advantage so that I can roll double ones.
I'm gonna go around here. So you get your flanking bonus, Kiki.
Yep. And you also get a flanking bonus from that as well.
And then I would like to cast this. Oh, Trig, I can't cast my second first level spell because you didn't refresh my spell slots at the start of the session.
You've cast 2 spells, haven't you?
Yeah, 1 cantrip and 1 expeditious. I should be able to cast 1 more level 1 spell.
You
No, you did mage armor.
no mage armor. You get
Oh.
3. You've done the,
Yeah.
the blades thing.
Which is a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
The booming blades is
No, the booming blades.
Yeah,
is
because I cast Cloud of Daggers last session. I think you forgot to refresh my spell slots.
You cast Cloud of Daggers this turn as well.
I want to cast it now, actually.
Yeah, but you've
No,
already-
last turn I didn't cast Cloud of Daggers last turn. That was Sword Burst as cantrip.
Sword burst.
Yeah.
So I'd
Okay.
like to use my
There
Cloud
you
of
go,
Daggers now, if I may.
Is
I have a
sword
spell
burst-
slot back. I fixed it. Yeah, sword burst is a cantrip.
Oh, I thought it was a.
That's why I did no damage on a successful save.
Okay, my bad. Yep.
I think what's
Oh.
happened is the mage armor feature's eaten a spell slot that it
Yeah.
shouldn't have. I haven't got round to doing warlock yet. But yeah, there you go, Trick.
It's fine.
D&D
So I'm
room.
trying to put it on the bottom square of the matron.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, yep. Sure.
So I don't think it does anything as long as until the start of her turn. I don't think it does any damage right now, but I might be misreading that.
When it enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So no, she's going to start her turn taking damage. You're quite right.
Right. So I don't think I can do anything else. So I am going to end my turn.
Where's the sword burst? Which tile this one?
It made me put between, like, is the matron a 2x1 or a 2x2?
She's 2x2.
Okay.
Yeah,
The Cloud of Daggers was putting itself in the middle of the lower 2 squares.
Right.
If that's not valid, then put it in the bottom right.
Oh, it's okay. I've moved it to the correct location for you.
Groovy.
All right, thanks.
It is Percival's turn.
Awesome. Let's do some stuff. Let's see whether I can do something that isn't rolling a 1.
That would be impressive.
I'm gonna make a swing at the matron. With a longsword. Let's have a go. In fact, I'm so confident with it that I'm going to cast a Searing Smite before I make my swing.
Please don't fucking. You should have advantage, right?
That's
There
a 23.
you go.
23 hits.
Fantastic. So that's going to be my longsword damage. That's an attack roll. I want a where's my damage roll? There it is. I want my damage roll. There we go. So that's going to be 9 slashing, and I believe 1d6 fire. 1d6 fire damage, so that's 1 fire damage. But she does burst into flames.
Yes, she is.
At the start of each of her turns, she needs to make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed saving throw, she takes 1d6 fire damage.
Right. Well, that's interesting because it is the start of her turn now. And, there's a few interesting things that are going to happen here. So let's start her turn. Have you finished your turn?
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I'm...
Okay.
There we go.
Right. Okay.
She takes damage.
Before she takes damage, a baby slithers out from her womb, crawls up, and takes a position on her body. She's now doing a... What was the damage with the fire damage?
1d6, or a Constitution saving throw, DC 12.
A DC 12 Constitution saving throw. She fails. So she's going to take 1d6. And she also takes 4d4, isn't it?
Yes, but also, Trick, did that baby enter the spell's area?
Dude, there are 4 babies in that spell's area now. Yes, you literally spoiled my glory. Thank you very much for that. Yes, all of the babies are also taking 4d4 damage.
Nice.
Well, sort of.
Area of effect, everyone explodes.
Well, no, actually, they don't get the explosion effect this time. So, yes, all of the babies are sliced to pieces on her body and fall away. And she takes 12 damage. Almost a shame because the babies going off and exploding on her do a lot more damage than that does, but at the same time, roll me a perception check, Barbara, Percival, and Warwick.
Okay, give me... Here we go, perception. 15.
That's high enough. I don't need to tell you one person one thing and one person the other. Barbara technically hasn't noticed this. Warwick definitely technically hasn't noticed this, but Percival has, and that is the matron doesn't she seems weaker somehow when she doesn't have babies crawling all over her. Whether you feel like you might be able to hit her better, or she's something about her that is less terrifying while she's not covered in a squirming mass of undead babies. Certainly you know she can't throw babies at you, which maybe that's it. Either way, it's still her turn, and in this particular instance, she spins round at Warwick and reaches her head back, stomach gurgles, opens her maw, and lets forth a ghastly spray of necrotic vomit, which pretty much covers you head to toe. Would you like to take a dexterity saving throw? Fantastic.
I would.
You've done very well on that. and have only taken half damage. So, take 10.
What was that? 5.
Sorry, 5 necrotic damage, yes.
Okay.
In fact, I might be able to apply
Those
that.
temporary hit points are great.
Are you adding those onto each other, or
No.
No?
I assumed when all the babies blew up, I got to refresh them to 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
So 5 minus 7 is 2.
yep. Hold on a second, let me have a look at that particular thing, because it doesn't want to be additive. It does need to be.
I'm replacing it when I do it. I'm not editing it.
So when one dies, you add you. It's all right.
I guess it resets to 7 because it's
Yeah.
warlock level plus charisma.
Yep, that's right. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So yeah, no, you're like I said, your character is a mad fucking tank. You're still covered in vomit, but yeah.
Well, only partially. I dodged a little bit of it.
Yes, you're right. Your left foot is still clean, although it seems to be being surrounded
You don't want to
slowly
look
by
in your wizard's sleeve.
yes, fluid. Fluid from the floor is encroaching on the unvomited part.
Oh no.
Barbara, it is your turn.
I still have the exhaustion, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Or is that reset from being...
No, it's not. You are not exhausted.
Yay! However, you know what time it is.
Go on.
Can I get rid of the death saving bar, please, game? Okay, we're just going to roll a hit. Well...
Hold on.
Rage.
Rage against the dying of the light. I'm also going to frenzy, so, you know.
Good show.
Not quite going to go for the reckless attack because I believe I have advantage.
Not sure you have advantage there, but you would do if you stood here.
In that case, then, I shall roll as normal because I ain't moving right now because the floor is icky.
Fair enough. A 22 definitely hits. And, did that do damage to him? Hold on a second. Yeah. Okay, and that was a 17. That actually does hit.
Good. That's more like it.
And that also hits. Well, the difficulty of the armor's not going down again on it.
Yeah, you need to use the macro every time the value changes.
I have done Kiki and it still won't go down. It's set up fucking... It doesn't matter.
Let me have a look.
I can...
Does a 17 hit?
It does hit, yes. Even though the game is saying it doesn't. It does hit.
Okay. I'll roll that. And damage. Hey, fucking take that 6 damage, bro.
Okay.
I am going to then disappear.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is Warwick's turn.
Great. I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
In point blank range? Lovely.
Yep.
24 hits. Let's see your damage.
8.
Smashing. Percival.
Yeah, I'm gonna also give her a good old poke.
A good old seeing too.
Here we go. Stabby, stabby. Let's roll with advantage. That is not quite a crit. Damn it. Okay, that will be 8 damage.
The matron is reeling from the attacks that have happened to her.
She's probably also still on fire.
She's still on fire, and she's still got a cloud of daggers swirling about her. Which means that now it is her turn. The baby that falls from her womb is just diced and falls into chunks as it hits the floor. Ez, can you roll the 4d4 damage from the swirling blades for me, please? Seeing as it's your damage.
They pre-cooked, Johnny.
Yep, that is
Fucking dead.
chunking the baby as it falls from the womb, and
Didn't even get a
I'm
chance.
just having a blender installed.
I mean literally, and she has to take a, what was it, Constitution saving throw? 12.
Yep, 12.
She passes it this
Yeah.
time.
Flying colours, one could say.
Yeah,
She's no longer on fire.
I think
let's just say
I
all
think
the
what we've
vomit.
realised. I think what we've realised, guys, is Warwick is Canadian.
Yeah,
Definitely seems that way.
yeah, maybe. She thrashes about angrily, and okay. Spews even more vomit at Warwick. Could you take a dexterity saving throw for me?
Oh God, the vitriol from this woman.
You pass.
All
Well,
right,
that was
give me the
sulfuric
damage. All right, half of that is what, 2.
Yep.
All right, 2 temporary hit points removed.
You can tidy up those like cone effects in measurement controls, by the way. You just hover over the ones you want gone and press delete.
You've cleared them up, I see.
Yep.
Thank you. Nice. Right, it is Barbara's turn.
And that is what I should be doing. Yeet.
Yeet indeed. 24 lands rather effectively straight into her. And delivers. And on the second hit, no damage.
Yay. I'm helping.
Ari,
Oh. Alright, well, I emerge from the blood gore once again. And take aim.
'24 lands wonderfully. Beautiful shot. You catch her right in the tit. Roll for
fuck this
damage.
bitch, bro.
Mhm.
She's giving me so much fucking psychic damage. This
And
damage.
sneak attack.
8. Just 8.
2 damage sneak attack die. Double
it's the second
one.
time as well. Listen, I don't want to hear that from you. You rolled 4 ones in a row, okay?
Yeah, but
I
mine were on a
just-
d20.
Alright.
Rorik, it is your turn.
That's a 10 hit.
It doesn't.
All right, that's my turn.
Right. I'm gonna make up for all of those ones now. I'm
rolled
feeling
a 2.
it. Here we go.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna-
lose it
I'm
if you roll another one.
I'm gonna use my Searing Smite again.
Good.
I'm then going to attack with advantage. So 24
Nice.
hits?
24 hits, perfectly fine, yeah.
Fantastic. So I'm going to do longsword damage, which is 5. I'm going to do fire damage of... Cast it up 1, there we go. Fire damage of 1d6. That shouldn't have asked me for another spell slot. Let's have a look. And I'm also going to Divine Smite it for an additional 2d8 radiance.
We haven't got him actually...
Oh, sorry.
Right, okay. Now, for some reason, I'm trying to apply, and they're not applying to the matron this time round.
Oh gods, I forgot to target. I targeted me.
Okay, no problem. In fact, you've probably just taken a pile of damage.
Yeah, her health is halved.
So that's 5, 11, and 16 total damage.
Yeah,
Probably put
now
your
those
health back as well.
that 5 was radiance. So does that is she resistant? Not resistant to, vulnerable to that 5 or?
You will never know. But yeah.
Let's just look at how much damage I've taken here.
If you want to roll a perception check, however.
Perception check, yeah, certainly. Here we go. Not that I can do it again, because that was all my remaining spell slots.
No, but yeah, you notice she's looking pretty mightily haggard actually at this point.
I don't know how many hit points I lost, so I'm just going to leave it for now.
In fact, is it her turn?
Yeah, so she needs another save or a 1d6 fire damage.
She does. Ez, roll me your cloud of daggers, please.
Sure. Have a 13.
Why is that going up by 6? No. Bad game. Bad game. You notice the 3 babies that fall out of her are just diced to pieces as they land on the ground.
We probably should have reacquainted ourselves with the macros and functions of this thing before we started this again.
Maybe. Maybe what's getting me is her armor class is not going down; it's stuck at the moment. So it says it's reading she's at full armor when she should actually be at 12 armor. I feel it's okay to say this because that cloud of daggers has put one too many cuts into the old dear, and the 10 health that she started the turn with have been ripped from her. As she lets out a gasp, writhes around, and flails her arms, she falls to the ground, dead. And her, as she does that, her stomach swells up and swells up and swells up and explodes.
Ball never changes.
Kiki, you should probably give yourself your health back if you're going to be taking.
I don't know how much damage I took.
You were on
You were on full health, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was I?
Yes.
Okay.
Just in case this kills you, you know?
Okay,
Yeah.
1. Never mind.
Oh no. Right, everybody takes 13 damage.
Do we get a dexterity on this, or...?
No.
Do I?
No, you're out of this. Everyone that's within 20 feet of her
Gotcha.
takes 4d4 necrotic damage, is knocked prone, and is attached. Has one baby of the damned attached to them, which then in turn explodes, which is another 4d4 damage.
And we can't dex save it because we're prone.
And you can't dex save it because you're prone. So all take another 14 damage.
Damn, those are some really high rolls.
As someone who had a lot of hit points,
Yeah, look at that. 4433. Percival is down.
Is Percival dead or down?
He's down.
Is Barbara down and out? And when I say dead, I mean, do they have any hit points left?
Oh, I've got no
I
hit
have
points.
3.
Barbara has 3.
Yeah.
Warwick has some hit points. Harry has some hit points. Congratulations, Barbara, Warwick, Harry. You are tonight's winner of Hellmouth Horror. Percival, I'm afraid you died. You did not get over 9,000 score. The rest of you...
Oh, no. Harry will do as he normally does and feed them the potion.
You can't.
Oh.
You can't.
Never mind.
You can't, I'm afraid.
We're stuck on a cutscene.
You are stuck on a cutscene. Exactly. That is exactly the case. And
I hate that in games where someone's slowly dying to death and you can't do anything because the cutscene.
Yeah, the worst thing is that person started at full health on that round and took 2 damage more than their max hit points in unresistible.
Yep. How do I change to the splash screen? It won't let me
We
do
won,
it.
but you know, Harry is forever scared. I think from this experience.
I'll move it.
There we are. Hold on.
He'll get better.
Mm.
No, would you get one of those flashy things from Men in Black and you'll forget?
Right, everybody just gets that screen now.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Your memory floods back to you, and you remember that you need to put your hands on either side of your head, and as you do, you lift off the virtual reality headset and find yourself in a bar in Night City, circa, I don't know, 2077. Congratulations, you are now playing Cyberpunk.
I'm never putting this fucking thing on again, bro. What was that? Who
I'm gonna find the nearest person and start a bar fight with them.
You've just been playing an arcade game in a cyberpunk world. Congratulations.
Harry's gonna throw it down and go to the bar and ask for a fucking shot of the strongest thing they have.
Now, this is the thing though. If what Trigger said is correct, you guys have all seen this screen and taken your virtual reality headsets off. You 3
No,
won.
I didn't see it.
Percival is, or whoever was playing Percival, is clearly dead at the table.
If you lose, you die
If
in
that's
real
the
life.
case, I'm gonna steal their wallet.
Yep. Fine.
Yeah, I was playing the rogue.
Fine. Yeah, that's it. You've all won. Kiki's Percival didn't quite get the final top score of 99,999. She merely got 80,085.
Not 69,420.
No.
Bro, Harry's
80085 boobs. It's nearly as good as over 9,000. Yeah, no, that is it. That was the game. That your characters, you realise you were just playing a computer game, and meanwhile your characters go back to the starting point, going, God, that was a fight. Wonder which cunts are going to take charge of us next time. Because yes, they're living in Tron world, and they're all real too, but they have no agency.
Everyone's suffering.
Living some sort of weird dark life where they are just waiting around to get used by someone in some horrendous fashion. They find the matron sprite and shake hands and go, well done, good fight there. That was good. I'll catch you out next time. And it turns out matron's actually a lovely lass in real life and doesn't actually look like some sort of eldritch horror, but is in fact a really nice person. We all happily live our own miserable, tortured
What are you talking? Harry's killing himself, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and just respawning, and it's like, ah, God, it's hell.
Oh no, not
Why
again.
can't I leave?
Now, regarding Space Marine game, I
Yeah.
know we had some issues with certain features that should all be resolved for Space Marine game.
Yeah.
This was working on characters in classes that I hadn't finished at all. Space Marine, I'm all done and ready for.
Yeah.
So
This was more me finding it. This was more me playing around, making a map, going, hey, I can do lighting and sound effects, and wanting to sort of get my feet wet with the software, and getting you guys to enjoy the software as well. I think we've done that. It's a pretty decent software. I think it's better than Roll20. I don't know about you.
I could when I was playing Roll20, like I couldn't do much because my computer was slowed down to fuck.
Oh yeah, and you can't
And the lighting was.
You can't do lighting.
You have a
and
new
sound
computer though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, even then, Roll20, the way that Roll20 does active lighting and so on is really bad.
See, when you just use manual lighting and GIFs, it works quite well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get you. The moment you go as low end as possible, it's fine.
The other thing is when something breaks in Roll20, you can't fix it because it's Roll20's program. When something breaks in this, I can fix it because
what was really getting certainly me down, I know Kiki as well, is my account on Roll20 is full and they won't give me any more space. So for me to upload a map, I have to delete some other bit of information.
Or give them money, I assume.
Or pay them money.
Yeah.
For the price of Roll20 for a year, Kiki was able to buy Foundery permanently as a this is yours now.
Damn.
Right.
And a
That seems
domain.
like a way
oh, yeah,
better
So that I
trade.
can.
And a domain. The domain was expensive. That was what, 90 pence for a year?
No, good gods! I got a discount. It was 60 pence.
60 pence for the year. Yeah.
Jeez.
So we were able to host the whole thing. Got as much space as you've got memory cards and memory sticks and hard drives for, and are able to put games together like this. So I think Foundry's pretty good as a value for money prospect. And yeah, I like the sounds and the lighting. I think it needs a little bit of work. It was fun on a walkthrough. The sounds do get to, the baby crying and the music box playing, etc. does get a bit much after a while. But
Yeah.
I'm working on ways of perhaps having that as I don't know, play it in a loop for 3 or 4 times and then go. Might be a way, or maybe just make a long recording and have it just played once.
Well, I definitely liked how it only gave the sounds when you got into like a certain
Right.
distance,
Into the room,
or when
yeah.
you walked into the room, and then you start hearing the sounds, and
Well, this is it.
get closer to the monster, then you start hearing more of the things.
I built it all up, and then I did a walkthrough character. Started at the beginning, walked in, went walk in, kill, walk through here, kill, walk through there, walk down here, kill these guys, walk up, walk in through this door, and face monster, go and in a standard walking pace flow, it was very, very good. It really worked, but yeah, when you start going, okay, this fight's going to take an hour, yeah, that's the sounds start to drone on a bit at that point. But we'll work on that feature, and it does great stuff like night and day. It's got a night and day phase, so when you press the night happening, it slowly transitions to darkness, and you see the lighting effects of personal lights suddenly start kicking in over a short period of time. So you can do a day to night to day transition for, say, a long rest, and it looks nice. It's visually pleasing. So yeah, I'm quite excited to do a proper or semi-proper campaign with it. And I think
I'm looking forward to some persistent characters.
Yeah. Well, this was just
Having some.
Sorry, go on.
The other thing, it's still fairly new software to me as well. I've done a lot of working on it from the back end, but not so much using it from the front end. And when something goes wrong, and I'm fixing it, but I'm fixing it for a one-off character rather than for something that's persistent, it's a lot harder to make it a permanent fix than when it's a persistent character.
Yes. Now, what I will say is the the Space Marine thing is going to be good. That's going to be for what? Probably 6 sessions or maybe shorter. What we saw with the matron there, and it does need some work. That armor, every time she threw a baby at somebody, or a baby was knocked off, she had 6 babies on her, and that took her natural armor of 12 up to 18. So every time she threw a baby, she lost armor, and every time she gave birth, she gained armor back. Which is I want to build a feature for rogues, especially with the classic armor of daggers, where the more knives you have, the more armor, more AC you have, but as you throw them, your AC goes down, which I'm thinking might be a fun little sort of item to have for a character in a rogue setting. Thoughts? Probably a player item rather than an NPC item this time, but yeah, we've found some interesting little features and stuff. It's a little clunky at the moment, but
I'm really disappointed with that armor of babies doing that, because we tested it on 2 different occasions. We spent so long debugging it, and then it broke.
I know, it broke every single turn, and with everybody it seemed every time everybody took a turn, it did more babies on it, and I was having to manually change it and recalculate it, and it just stuck at 18 after a while, and I was having to go, well, Wenez put the cloud of daggers on it. Fortunately, I was sat there going, great, it's got armor of 12 now, there's nothing it can do about it. It's surrounded, it can't move.
Right, there's a matron, right? 12 AC.
Okay, I'll tell you what, let me finish the recording at this point as well, so we can speak freely, so to speak, but I hope anyone watching has enjoyed it. I'm going to end the screen at this point.
You're going to hate this. I've just put one down and it